unbelievable. Look at the celebrations there. What a turnaround here this afternoon.
Welcome to Rangers Radio.
What a goal by Steenie, followed that up, and whoop, in it goes.
Why not give the show a call on 01413561972.
Rangers up in the scoring. Happy Tawdry. 12 minutes of the match remaining. A stunner from Kenny Miller. Rifles it into the roof of the net.
Or send Fox a friend request on Skype at Rangers Radio Online.
He's gone into the middle. McSwegan's in there too. When he comes from McSwegan, there's his header, and he scores! What a substitution! Running inside, is he going to let flies in? He scores! Good ball! Scores for Rangers!
Nacho Novo with one kick of the ball to take Rangers to Manchester. Rangers are coming! The Scots are heading for Manchester, and you know what? Manchester may not be big enough.
Remember, it's all about the Rangers.
There's no sound in the lobby, mate. Well, hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox Chair, on the panel as the one and only Bridge and Ibrox Loyal. Evening, gentlemen.
Evening, guys.
Bridge.
Good evening to the God. Can I just say good evening to all the guys in the panel and to all the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans all over the world. A huge good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Here. I think he's sorted the sound. How are we doing, Bridge? All right?
I'm doing well, pal. Doing well. Very happy. Very, very happy. I'm very happy that signing's actually completed, albeit it's a loan signing now, but for 6 months, I believe. But we've got it over the line. That's the main thing.
My understanding is it's a deal with the feed's been agreed and it's all going to be sorted out in the summer, yeah?
That's what I'm hearing.
Understanding, Bridge. Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. I think they've already agreed the fee. I'm assuming they've already... You know, the only thing that disappoints me about it all is from one point where we were allegedly going to pay £1 million plus add-ons, is what Rangers thought they were going to be paying, to something akin to, it's now £2 million. This is the last I heard. It's closer to £2 million.
I'll ask you the question. Where are you getting this information from?
Well, I'm only going by what's put out in Follow, for instance.
Exactly. It's all coming from the media, mate.
Oh, yes.
It's funny. It's funny how when we want rid of a player, i.e. Pera, which will come to Ibrox Loyal, he's only £36,000 a week.
Yeah.
But then when somebody's going to pick up his wages, they're dramatically £20,000 a week, innit?
Yeah, as I says, mate, all rumours, as I says, we're not that much and know that we'll probably never find out what the actual breakdowns everything is. But again, mate, I heard so many rumours the other weekend that it was Brighton that changed the goalposts and it wasn't the Rangers. Rangers are just getting the blame for it. Because we're in this country and the media wants to make a story or something that really actually isn't, so...
Listen, it's their asset, mate.
Yeah. No.
So buying a house, Bridge, they're entitled to move the goalposts, aren't they?
Well, you know, I agree with Loyal there, and I think there's others in the lobby, most assuredly would probably agree as well. Something has happened, and I don't know if it's all down to Rangers, but what it's given is given the impression that Rangers really are struggling for some cash. So whether in fact Rangers
when you're picking up that we're going to be signing other players the next couple of days in the week or so.
Yeah, sure, but there's a mixture of feeling going on in there because you've got the boy Jamie Murphy, the deal. I mean, it's memories of what do you call him, McInnes, where the press turn in and says, in reality, Rangers couldn't afford the £1 million for Aberdeen. Simple as that. Now we
know that's not true neither.
Oh, I know that, but all I'm saying is, but they come up with the Jamie Murphy one. It's another £1 million
right. That's
that Rangers can't afford. That's
he's banned for Twitter. You're banned for follow, and all the Scottish papers. All right.
But all I'm saying is that there's the consistency of the negativity. That's what I'm meaning.
You put that quite nice. What was that? The consistency of the negativity.
Consistency of the negativity when it comes to any Rangers are doing is there.
Do you know why, Brooks? When we first started this journey, as it's called now, I was very cynical of believing that there was agenda against our club. You know, I thought that we'd made mistakes and got ourselves. But see, when you look at it now and you start looking at some of the things that's been printed and the daily stories that are printed in the Scottish press, maybe the small things that are exaggerated by the BBC, particularly in Scotland, I've got to say that even who was cynical about the agenda, I've got to say that we've got to wake up and smell the coffee, and it took us a while to get Bridge off some of the radio stations, did it, Bridge?
It did indeed. I was like, I wanted to see all the bad things that we're saying about us, I think, you know. However...
You know, Blue Shadow, I don't know, we've got money, I'm no privy to any of the accounts, but I just the sources that are coming for you, the same old sources, and I tend not to believe them. Hi, Brooks, you happy with the Jamie Murphy signing?
I'm very happy with it. He's a very good player. I believe he's got pace, he can score goals, he can create for the left-hand side of the park, which I think everybody on the panel and everybody in the lobby and all the Rangers fans are listening will say that we've struggled there for a long, long time now, and I think we may just have found the ideal player in Jamie. So he's going to do well for me, mate. He's a Blue Nose at heart, mate. He loves the club, and this is one club that one person can say they never wanted to play for anybody else. Because he basically walked up the road. I know he got a flight, let's be true about it, but if he had to, he'd have walked up the road to sign for us. So.
All right, before we go into the Jamie Murphy thing, I think it's only fair, Bridge, that we touch on and send our best regards and wishes to Nacho Novo, mate. I don't know about yourself, but I was very, very shocked when I heard that. I mean, you know, he's only 38 years of age, Nacho, you know, and we wish him well and hope he makes a speedy recovery and hope it's a blessing for him. You know?
Yeah. Obviously, we can only wish give him all the sympathies, particularly from me, and I imagine all the Rangers fans on our wee Rangers radio. But I would imagine all the Rangers fans all over the world would feel the same, because he was a wee bear at the end of the day. He was a wee bear, and it's a sin when any young man like that gets that kind of thing. And the only thing I heard was good news that he had made some form of recovery. So I don't know how good the recovery is or how quick it's going to be, but good luck to him and good health when he comes round.
You know, it's I mean, he was a guy who he was raised for. He signed for us in 2004-2005 season, and obviously came in that year and that was his best goal scoring season. Natural, you know, he scored 19 goals in the league, 25 in total, which is not a bad return, Bridge.
Absolutely, pal. I think he's been a superb servant for Rangers.
But he seemed to have a knack of scoring big goals, didn't he? I mean, he got winners in the cup final, goals at Parkhead. And if you think back, I think it was him who came on and got the goal away in Panathinaikos. It got us to the next round of the UEFA Cup in 2008. If that hasn't gone in, we didn't go on that journey. So our club will always be indebted to Nacho. He wouldn't be what you would call a legend. I don't think he had the number of games or maybe the length of service at the club, but God, he made his mark in our history, Bridger.
Scored some high-pressure goals. And the one at our introduction tells you itself, you know, when Nacho Novo to score the winner, to take us through to the final, and so on and so forth, and he did it, you know. He was all for the pressure. Problem was, he was it was some places he wasn't liked, let's put it that way, and it showed.
Yeah. Thoughts, Ibrox?
I was very sad to hear that early weekend.
Pretty loud, mate. You turn your sound down a wee bit, mate.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yep. Carry on.
Any better, mate?
That's better.
No, very sad to hear about it. Early weekend, mate. I know that he was playing in the Legends tournament, obviously over in Germany, with a few of the other boys. And I'll not use the word legend because obviously says he's maybe not get the longevity to our club to be a legend, but certainly for me, mate, he was a hero. Scored a lot of big goals. I remember all the way back to his first goal, obviously against CSK Moscow in the 2004 UEFA Champions League run. But no, he scored very, very important goals, mate. He hated that mob with a vengeance for the other side of the city. Obviously, to play well against them as well. And our player we got for Dundee. It was well worth every single penny spent on him. And I wish him all the best for a very, very speedy recovery, mate.
I'm going to apologise slightly. In actual, I didn't realise he was involved in 255 games for our club, which is more than I realised. 141 games started and 114 as a sub.
Wow.
71 goals. So, not the worst record, Bridge. Bridge.
Sorry, pal, I was sitting in mute there chatting away to you. No, you're right. It was what is it, 250 games total? Just over
255. 255.
Right, so what a great servant for Rangers. Great servant. And as Loyal said, he may not have played enough games to become a true legend, but in a lot of fans' eyes, he was a legend. Most assuredly. Scored some real pressure goals for us, and some great goals and great games. Wonderful to watch. And he did it in style, and he celebrated in style as well. A real bear.
You could never fault his effort, could you? Never fault his effort, even if he played badly.
No, got to love him for everything. He was one of the players again, mate, who always gave you everything he had on the pitch, mate. He left nothing when he went off it, mate. So fair play to the big man, and I'm sure everybody will want him to have a very, very speedy recovery. So
when I see that Candeias, when he plays well on that right, like that last game there at their place, there was a lot of similarities, but I think Nacho was a wee bit more consistent than Candeias has been. And also, Nacho could also play through the middle when Candeias looks as if he's just a sort of a one position player at Ibrox.
I think Nacho was probably quicker than Candeias, and certainly quicker with the ball at his feet. He could move down the pitch a little bit quicker. However, some folk will say he was far more skillful, but he loved to beat in on the goal, didn't he? He just loved it. Whereas Candeias likes to go in and have a wee shot, get a crossover. Nacho Nova liked to beat in, as you say, cut in a wee bit and away he goes. And I think he could hit the ball left or right just because when he was in the position.
I don't think it was any coincidence, Ibrox, that his good season was when him and Purcell was in fire. The two of them played through the middle together. Quite a good partnership,
man. You're talking about a warrior. Wow.
See, the thing as well, mate, I don't know if that this is actually true. Maybe you can remind me of this, but was Nacho Novo not a great one for because of his skillfulness and because, as Bridge says, he was quite nimble with the ball at his feet. He won quite a lot of penalties for us as well. Novo.
I couldn't tell you that stat, mate. I'll let you check that out. But I can't remember. I mean, he scored a few penalties, but no loads. He's no up there with Johnny Hubbard or that,
Oh, no, I understand.
I'll just see how many he scored.
I think the one he scored against Falkirk, was that in the cup final?
What a goal.
Wow, what a fantastic goal that was. My goodness gracious,
That was his first touch, I think.
It was just down the park. Yep, there you go. There we go. Whoop. Maybe 2 touches or something and he leveled into the net. Fantastic.
He scored nine penalties, mate, in these seasons he was with the club, so it's not exactly a lot, But one penalty that will not be on the figures, we'll never forget him for, will he?
Nah,
I think that's what all schools put in. Butterbean's just put it in. Oh, the emotion that night, Bridge.
Wow, there's so much goes on with, particularly as Daft Rangers fans. We're all mental, aren't we, really? We just love this club, and like other folk like their clubs, there's something about being a Rangers fan. I don't know whether it's a punishment for us sometimes, but my God, when we do these things and we do it in good style, wow, it's something else to behold. Just love it. I like to see warriors in my team. I do like to see people who are no scared to get in, and that's what made me so happy against Celtic there. And the last time we played Celtic, They're midden. I liked that too. Clint Hill sort of did well. They all fought, and then they, of course, go back to the semi-final, which was their worst result in their whole history, their worst result. And I think that one there beat there was nearly every bit as bad for them, because they just didn't know what the day was in the second half. They couldn't do nothing, never had a shot at goal, everything went wrong, and of course they're coming off the pitch and they're turning in and saying, well, we played the worst we've ever played, but the what do you call him? The cranny man. He's slick tongue, shocker.
They wouldn't have been tired if they'd have won, would they?
No, of course not.
No. See what you're saying, but there's a saying that blow noses are born, not manufactured.
Absolutely.
We don't know choose, we are chosen. Those that understand don't. Those that don't understand don't matter, and those that do understand need no explanation.
But the saying about we are the people, the way we say it, because it could be sort of translated in many ways. But the way we say it and what we mean by it is very difficult for anybody to deny. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm. And Nacho obviously wasn't maybe born, but he became a Rangers supporter, didn't he?
Yeah, just a few, mate. There's a few players that have came from other countries that maybe didn't understand what it was like. Well, quite a lot did, but a lot didn't. And they would come in, but they're in the door a matter of seconds, mate, and they soon find out what it's like to play for this great club, mate. It's a privilege and an honour to play for your club, and the way people at Novo and Alberts and players like that, they still remember, mate. Lovingkrantz as well is getting the same way. They love their club to bit, mate, because once you get the bite in you, mate, you're always a Ranger, mate. Always remember.
Yeah. Anyway, I've just had some important news, Bridge. I think you're at Slater's a week on Saturday for your suit fitting, mate.
Yes. Go on, pal.
Yeah, you know why.
Is it anything to do with Young Loyal?
Oh, yes.
Oh, go on. It's a big announcement.
Yeah, well, it's imminent, mate. It wouldn't be right for me to announce anything, would it? The big announcement's imminent.
Oh, wow. Are you going to announce it, or is he?
No. That new wedding show started on the telly on Saturday night. We might
no. None of that.
You've been watching the wedding dress programme and all that, have you?
Yeah, none of the dresses are going to fit me, mate.
What, is it that kind of wedding, is it?
Nah, mate, he's a bit quicker the start mark for that one, mate. I'll let you know, mate. I'll let you know in the future.
All right, okay. Anyway, Ibrox, if people want to join us, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Or where else can they join us, Ibrox?
They can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online. If they've been on the show before, they'll be brought straight into the call. If not, they can send a wee contact request to Rangers Radio, and I'm sure Fox will bring them in and teach them many, many things.
All right, okay.
Oh, I love it, pal.
Well, we've been joined with our first caller, Big Ulster. How we doing, big man?
Doing well, guys. How are you all? Everyone okay?
All right, mate. What's on your mind?
I just first and foremost thought of wee Nacho, and that was devastating news to hear that happened to him. I was actually watching it. I was on YouTube. There was a link up on the Facebook, so I was watching the two games that he was involved with, and obviously a few hours after that, there was sort of rumours coming through, and then the next morning, it was sort of made aware that he had a heart attack, which was just really sad news. But I'm glad to see that his wife, his partner, has put up that he's starting to feel a lot better. So I'm very thankful for that there, because the wee man was a top Rangers, so he was. So glad to hear he's better.
Yeah, I read that. I read over the weekend that I think his mother died quite young with heart problems, or had heart problems. I don't know if she's deceased. But be careful when I say that. But so it might be running the family. But all our thoughts and wishes for Rangers Radio to Nacho and all his friends and family. We've also been joined by Fox. Evening, Fox. How are you, mate?
Busy in the background, mate.
Oh, busy in the background, eh? Busy in the background. And the one and only Travel Rug's now with us. How we doing, Travel?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
What's up with you?
Ox.
Was it too warm for you there?
No.
A bit more wind and rain to go caravan surfing.
No. I'm in the house now, so that's fine. Best wishes to Nacho. I hope you continue your recovery, pal.
You're here, mate.
A warm welcome
very young for that, mate.
Yeah, and I think what you said is right about his mother. I believe his mother passed away with heart trouble at 42, 43-year-old. So it's a worry for someone like that, and I wish him all the best. Also, warm welcome to Jamie Murphy. I see the boys absolutely delighted that he's got it on the line and he's now part of your family. As a player,
I don't think he was never part of our family when you're.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think he's always been a firm supporter of this. So it's good that he's getting to live his dream. And maybe not so warm wishes to all the Tarriers that tried to. Can you believe that some of the stunts that they're pulling to try and upset the deal and spread bad news about our club, and if the rumours are true, whether it's for the club or whether it's the supporters that's been trying to put a candle underneath Brighton to try and destroy the deal, but just shows you we've got them rattled. We have got them rattled.
Well, the biggest story in Britain, British football of the day, was obviously, I think it was Liverpool Crown Court, wasn't it? When obviously the guy for Crewe pleaded guilty, and he's still got a lot more charges coming his way, and hopefully all the people who were involved in anything like that in football will be took to task.
Absolutely.
I hope that's just a wee test case for them, eh?
No, there shouldn't be any cover up or anything like that, and clubs have got a responsibility to all of their players, be it youth players, senior players. They've got a responsibility to everybody, and they should be looking out for them. So yeah.
But they've got a responsibility, particularly to all the kids that they deal with travel. Yeah.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. They've got a responsibility, and I'm no good. It's no point
scoring, just factual. Yeah.
Absolutely not, mate. But I'm fed up. I'm fed up with the point scoring, and I think you mentioned it at the start of the show how you were surprised about the press in our country. I'm kind of disgusted with the press in our country.
I'm getting back. Well, 6 years ago when they thoughts, mate, my views have changed. You know.
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm disgusted with the press in our country with that side of no journalist or. I think one guy did stick his head above the parapet there, but I'm pretty sure he's been quietly spoken to, probably by his paymasters. But that's a bigger story, and nobody seems to be willing to run with it and go with it. So maybe once there's more court action coming up, I think we might see some more and might see some action. But there shouldn't be anybody hiding or being hidden for this.
No,
I agree with you there. There's no way they should be allowed to hide. There should be no hiding place for these.
That's not, but that's not even a football thing. That's
society.
Absolutely.
Great quote for Skipper. So that'll be a royal and a loyal wedding in the same year, Bridge.
You're joking.
Aye, a loyal and a loyal.
Oh, it must be the same day. He's got to arrange it for the same day.
No, loyal, you're a quick mover.
Loyal, oh, definitely.
Is she pregnant as well?
No, they're going a bit far. I'm saying I hope it's not shocking.
They wait 6 months.
All right, right. I was going to say that because in the west of Scotland, nobody gets married unless there's already been a wee accident somewhere.
Remember that wee song with the Crystals? Then one day she took me home to meet her mum and her dad.
Let's just say sources have told us, Travel Rug. That's what happened at the weekend.
Well, there's a bonus. If she knows who her dad is, at least we know she supports the right team.
Woohoo! Oh no, she certainly does, mate. I make sure of that, mate. I make sure of that.
He took some sticky night, by the way. He took some sticky night.
The skipper says the honeymoon will be in Carfin Bridges caravan.
Love it.
Anyway, we've also been joined by young Mount Vernon. Evening, Mount. How are you?
Evening, guys. How you doing? All right? How's it going?
All right, mate. I think you're doing for an usher, mate. So you better get yourself.
At least it's not an altar five. We were talking about it earlier.
No, not an altar.
No, you're doing as an usher, mate.
That's all right then.
Fox is the ring bearer, I believe.
All right.
I don't know what that entails, Bridge. You know what that entails?
I think he's bared a few rings in his life anyway.
We need to watch it True Blue on in a minute. Come in here, True, and give it to that loyal boy. Give him some advice.
True Blue's going to organise the stag do.
It could be a lively one. It could be a lively.
Got to Belfast the 12th, Ibrox. That all right?
Oh yeah, mate. I'm sure. Ulster sees all right in that one.
What I'm hearing, she'll have her hand doing Lourdes travel.
You're joking.
There's no way there,
You behave yourself, that's not going to happen, mate. That's scandalous. That is scandalous.
That's the PM I've just had.
Who's leaking all this information about Loyal? That's shocking. I know the boys would love it. My God. You know. But I think you should get some advice. You should PM old True Blue there, and he'll put you right in a lot of things. Fox good as well.
As I said, Fox is doing for the ring bearer, whatever that duty can.
Bearing rings.
Come away to the ring.
You smell it.
And he came bearing rings.
Anyway, what's on your mind, mate?
It's all good, all good. Good to see Jamie Murphy coming in. That's.
What did you think when you seen his top signed for his father? I thought that was a great gesture.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I know people were saying it was sad and all that. I thought it was magnificent. He's beaming with pride. His dad's beaming with pride. Is that not what it's all about?
Anybody that says it's sad isn't a Rangers supporter, Rocks. Come on. Anybody that says that's sad, he's a prick. You know how much that would mean to you. I know how much it would mean to me. Something like that. I know. Whether it was me or my son. Jeez, I can't believe anybody would criticise him for that.
I heard when you signed your apprentice papers, your dad was so proud. He says, "Oh, you can actually write."
I listen to that. My mother stood and waiting for the first pie packet. That's what it was. Never mind the apprentice papers.
You know,
what did you think? On your big money in, son. Come on.
You've got all right to come, Loyal. Mount, so were you quite proud, well, for Jamie Murphy, you know?
Definitely, mate. Definitely. It's, the boys at Blue Nose, and you could see with how quickly he changed his social media side of things. He was beaming, and
I was going to say to you about that, Mount, because obviously you and I, the young team, we're into the
the young team.
The old ones there don't understand Twitter, but I thought that was fantastic the way he straight away he's got all his whole Twitter bios changing and all that. Great. It just shows you how much it meant to him, man.
Definitely, man. I was just.
Team.
No, Twitter's for guys that haven't got friends, Bridge.
Oh, stop coming out now.
Jealousy, mate. Just leave them to it.
That's it, mate. That's it.
They're still on Bebo.
What?
MySpace.com.
Aye.
No, I think it's great wee side story, but it's good to see Blue Noses in the team. It's they know what it means. You know what I mean? They've got the hunger and the
identity, mate.
Really. Absolutely.
We're getting an identity back.
It's also good to see. Obviously, I think we also seen Carlos Peñas maybe on his way out of Ibrox. So.
Which everybody's views on that? We'll take that in the panel, man. Obviously, we're going to come to that. Big Ulster, Peña, your views, and was he a hit or a miss for you?
Bit of a miss, if we're being honest, doesn't he? Don't think he done enough, to be honest. And I think it's good reports are that most of his wages, I know we don't know, it's all rumours, but most of his wages are being paid, and there might be a chance of getting a decent amount of money for him maybe at the end of the season. So I think we just have to be thankful someone's taking him upper hand, to be honest. I just don't think it was going to work for him in Scotland.
Skipper said, Bevo, did he play for Brazil? Hit or miss for you, and your thoughts on Premier, Bridgeman?
Well, I didn't. At the end there, I thought he was coming onto a game, and he scored a couple of goals, had a nice couple of moves, and was fearless, shall we say, and when he was doing these moves. But truth be told, overall, he's been here for a long time. He's been on our books and training with us for a long time, and he doesn't look as if he's got it. So I wouldn't be, shall we say, I wouldn't be against him moving. I think he should move. If Rangers can achieve, based on what we're seeing, if they're going to pay his wages, and then potentially, same as we're doing with Murphy, we've agreed an amount of money come the summertime, and that goes through, then that's brilliant. Rangers may not have lost any money at all. That would be really good. That would be super.
Well, according to Twitter, for the young team, I've just been sent a tweet that he's actually signed for a new club, yeah? His new club, so...
His loan deal starts?
Yep. So I've got to say, I think it's a good bit of business by your club. Ibrox Lloyd.
A bit upset, mate. I thought he could have... he was going to be a really good player for us. It looked like he had a lot of things to add to your team, attacking-wise mainly, but it proved that he could do it on the odd occasions, because he did get 5 or 6 goals for us. Didn't always play up to the mark that he should have been at for a professional and a professional playing at our club.
See, when he did score the goals, and he had a couple of great finishes. I mean, one of the he took it on the half volley, great finish at St Johnstone. He scored a good heater up there as well. But even when he did score the goals, if you took the goals out of his performance, they were absolutely shocking.
I don't understand that, mate. That's why, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say it's a miss in this occasion. Obviously, I've seen on Twitter that he's obviously signed his contract now, so his loan deal will start, and he says he wants to get, obviously, sort of told writing about it so that he can hopefully arrest a good 2018 and see where it takes him come the end of his loan contract, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But I do believe that Cruz Azul are playing if not all, the biggest majority of his wages, which kind of makes me feel a wee bit better because it's only a loan deal. Me personally, would have preferred it was a straight money cash deal and bye-bye with several contracts. But
yeah, you've got to watch for that as well, Loyal, because if you do that and you don't get a deal right, he might not move without a payoff.
I understand.
You can ultimately, because it all comes down to pounds, shillings and pence. Travel Rug, thoughts?
He's a miss. Unfortunately, a miss, because I suppose if you look at his stats are probably fairly impressive, but he was never a game changer, was he? He was not a game winner. He wasn't. I don't think in any of the games we could turn around and say he was outstanding today. He was man of the match. He was. I think there was a game against Aberdeen where they said that every chance that was created came through Penna. If the guy that was doing the stats hadn't dealt with it, I don't think any Rangers fan would have noticed that. It's that type of thing. He wasn't a standout. He wasn't a Laudrup or a Gascoigne type where he takes the game by the scruff of the neck and goes and wins it. It's a miss. And
a big miss for you.
And you know what? You're always taking a risk by signing kind of South American, Central American type players and bringing them into your country, into your football, into the style of football that's expected in your country. Probably isn't going to be. It's going to be a challenge. You throw in the weather and the culture of the country. It's even more a challenge. So you're taking a big punt. I at the time I would have, if they said to me they were spending £2 million on a Mexican, I'd have been shaking my head then. So I don't know if the numbers are right. I don't know if the wages are right, but it's been.
No, we'll
reported,
never know the details.
I know, but it's fair enough taking somebody taking a punt on somebody like that without a lot of outlay. Fair enough, but if it's right enough that we spent quite a bit of money and we're paying them a good
wages, decent wage, you
know what? It's been a
bad
for me.
call.
That's been a mistake. That's been a miss.
Fox said in the summer, mate, that Pena would be if Pena didn't go right, that Caixinha would get his job, lose his job quite quickly. You know, so I think, how could you trust him at the time? It turned out to be true.
Bridgman, the boy had baggage as well, but
yeah.
I think he had baggage before he even came to us. So,
ain't we all travel? Ain't we all?
Aye, fair enough.
Bridge.
Yeah, I think we'd said before that one of the questions was asked, could Pena cost Caixinha his job? And I think most people on here said, yes, there's a danger it could. And I know I said, well, we might not see anything of Pena until Christmas time. We might not see his best anyway. And we're still waiting on that, and we only saw a few flashes of him. But to bring someone in to Rangers for a pre-season and he's still no fit when the season starts, there's something not right. Simple as that. I know he's got to learn, he's got to wait. There's problems with his missus not getting out here or whatever. If he's out in the town, then there's even more problems, and so on and so forth. The truth is, he wasn't ready for Scotland, and unfortunately, he wasn't ready for the Rangers for sure.
Richman, do you think now that we've got rid of Pena, we've now got space for somebody else, and who do you think it is?
Well, I think you've just potentially you're doing a kind of swap, in my opinion. You brought a supposed skillful person in, and the guy who was supposed to be the skillful person, Pena, he's away out. Now, that's
so you're talking about Murphy?
I think Murphy will be the right. Listen, I'm being asked a question.
I've got to stop you when you're going to embarrass yourself, Brad. I've not too much respect for you.
I don't think we'll bring anybody else in. That's
right,
what I do.
Can I put a twist on what Bridge is saying there?
A twist? On you go.
So maybe what Bridge is saying there is Murphy's coming in. Murphy's going to be more that left-sided player. Does that mean that you've now got your boy Windass to now play in that hole there?
Bridge, is that what you meant?
Oh, yes. But Windass...
I'll just pull you right out of the fire there, Bridge, money. I'll pull you right out of the fire there, mate.
What a save. That's what we've said for a long time now. Windass should be up front.
You're far too clever for me, Bridge.
Sorry, pal?
You're far too clever for me.
No, I was only meaning bodies. I do apologise. I was only meaning bodies. You've got rid of one, or listen to me, one's out, right. And there's one in.
Right, well, put it on. I'll give you, and we're talking, they've got to say £1 million probably if they're paying Pena's wages. They're saving that kind of money.
Yeah,
so if you're talking £1 million, we are now being able to, if we've got that kind of spare money now available, we're now talking the boys from Hamilton, Jason Cumming, Kenny McLean, all of these names that's been linked to us in the past. These guys are new. There's a wage available for these guys.
Can I just say...
I think that kind of money would cover anything.
Can I just say, I think if McLean's going to come, he'll come in the summer. It'll be the same type of deal that Ryan Jack got with Rangers. I think Rangers are quite happy to wait until the end of his boy's contract and he'll just sign on the summer. I think that's what's going to happen. That's if Rangers are still interested. I would like him to come like that anyway. The boy for Hamilton, I think he's got 18 months of his contract to go. It might even be longer. So I don't know if Rangers will go for him because as soon as Rangers rear their ugly heads, they're going to ask for £1 million or something crazy like that. So I don't know how Rangers are going to handle that, to be perfectly honest with you. You guys rate him. You rate him quite well. I'll throw in my joker card and say, personally, I don't want to pay any money to any Scottish team. Simple.
Well, there's Naismith then, Bridgman.
Oh, there you go. I mean, I didn't know.
Naismith's a good replacement for Pena.
Well, I know that I was speaking to one of the boys, and he was saying that he's desperate to come back up and he wants to play for Rangers. And I just
for nothing.
I just saw that in follow today that he said he would even play for nothing. I don't know whether that's true or not, to be perfectly honest, but he must be desperate to get back up the road and get a contract.
Anyway, you finish with your loving. There's other people sitting patiently.
Oh yes, I do apologise.
Hey, Ox, all I'm trying to do is I'm sending signals to Australia. I'm just wondering if Big Al's not got the show, and I'm just
Big Al, I thought you go to Oz to get the sunshine to cheer you up, mate. You know, we'll need to send a boat down and get him back, I think. Fox, are you with us now?
Can I just ask, does anybody think we're going to go and buy that young lad from Hamilton?
There's a possibility, mate, if what you're hearing's true, mate.
Cool.
But, I mean, the price has got to be right, you know?
Well, I would rather went down and paid whatever it is for that boy for Nottingham Forest, for instance, to bring him up.
They're different positions, Bridge. It's
I know.
I'd
bring him in. I'd definitely bring him in. I'd rather give them the money than this mob up here, seriously.
All right. Are you with us, Fox, now? Are you with us?
Aye, sorry about that. I was on Amazon looking for one of the wee hoovers with the faces on it for Ibrox Loyal. He's not got a good best man.
I should go at the young team, by the way, the best man.
Oh, wait a minute. Ibrox Loyal. Nobody's mentioned best man. Ibrox Loyal's got a brother at your doors, mate.
Wait a minute. Oxford is the best man.
No.
He's a lot of
I've got a good job. He's left me in charge of the bridesmaids.
Oh, well, that's right. Then. So it must be Fox's best man.
No, he's a ring bearer.
I'll 63 is a matron of honour, that's for sure.
Oh, no, he not that. If I'll 63, I'm he not that job, then. Fox, he's your views on Penna. Poor Ibrox, get that again.
Never rose to the heights that the Rangers support hope to win, mate. Probably better off back in Mexico, mate. As you said, that releases some money for other players. And as I said in the summer, mate, Pedro's job depended on him. And his failure was Pedro's failure, and both of them are now gone, mate. So, what more can you say?
Where does that leave Herrera for you, Fox?
I think that he'll go if he can find a club, mate. I think his girlfriend's studying there here, so we might have him for a wee bit longer. I'm not quite sure how that's going to pan out. He's just no got it for me, mate. Like Pina, Scottish football doesn't suit him, mate.
Is that fair, Mount? I think it's pretty much his Pina Missa. What's your own views, Mount?
I think the club again have done some astute business again, Oxford. I think Mr. Allen and others at the club have done very, very good business there. Pena for me wasn't good enough. It frightens me to think that if the wages have been quoted right, that he was on 26 to 30 grand a week, which is just staggering. That we would sanction something like that. It baffles me. But I mean, I'm just glad I'm just glad he's off the wage bill. And there was a couple other bits and bobs that I've heard as well, Oxford. George has just put it in the lobby. I'd also heard the same about perhaps Ken McLean's been signed on a pre-contract with us.
Yeah, that's a strong rumour. I've been doing the lines in the last 4 years. It wouldn't be a surprise to anybody, would it? Would it, Mount?
No, I think the boys are good players. They're Bluenos as well. I know Kenny McLean's. I know he comes from good stock, so he can
play in a couple of positions in the midfield. He can
definitely,
play,
mate. Definitely.
You know, he can play where Candias plays for us, but he also can play in the middle there.
Definitely. I think Bridgman will be happy that we're not getting a Scottish club and a bit of money, you know.
Mount Vernon, you're absolutely right, and just like we did with Ryan Jack, as far as I'm concerned, if Rangers can get him on a pre-contract, I'd love it, because I think he's a smashing player. I see George is saying in the lobby, George Logan saying in the lobby that as far as he knows, the guy's actually signed a pre-contract, so there you go. You just don't know.
It's good room. I mean, it's coming from some decent sources, like, you know. I think Ryan Jack was the same as well last season. I think he'd done the same thing, but I think the problem is the dates up there. They can't really announce it because of the dates up there.
They'll wait till as long as possible before they announce it. Anyway, to bring a ray of sunshine, we've been joined by our global ambassador. Evening, Big Al.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well, it's raining here today, but it's still about 32 degrees, man.
It was a bit warm the last couple of days. Sydney was a bit warm, wasn't it?
Oh, it was beautiful. Sunday, 40, man, when I was at the beach. I had to retreat. They beat a retreat and go home, man. It's too warm for the beach, that. I just got a wee bit. I've started a new job this morning, so I've not got much time.
Well, good to know you're busy.
Aye, I'm busy. I'm waiting for them to set up my office, like, to my Facebook account. Right, anyway. What was I going to say to you? The Murphy thing was a wee bit drawn out towards the end there, wasn't it? I see he's in the door now, so that's a good signing for us. But there's a bit of skullduggery going on with the money in the background. 1 minute we signed the player, now he's on loan, I believe, isn't he? And then with the option to buy at the end of the season, if he performs, there'll be something else as well.
I think there's an agreed fee. Everything's agreed for the summer. My understanding now, yeah, it's all agreed.
It was a bit of damp squid. I mean, we had the guy. Well, we were many have had the guy in, and that's a new signing. And the next one it gets dragged out a little bit, and then there's a thing. It always comes back to the cash, doesn't it? Usually
does. Al. But look, we've got him. He's a good player.
Aye. Well, I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully, and I kind of tend to agree with Bridge. I know the different positions, but and maybe Travelrock's correct. One in, one out type of thing with Pena, and maybe we will see that role going to Windass, place with the middle, Candias and Murphy. Oh Jesus, hard to get your tongue on that now.
That'll be Declan on the left. To Murphy.
Definitely Murphy. Just one other thing. Look, if the reports are true with Naismith and he's wanting to play for free, why is he not in Florida? That's what I would say to that. By all accounts, Murray's not too hot on him, but surely that's thing like a club signing. I mean, he will progress us. He's got that bit of dig about him. Same again, I think I said to you, I would get that Jason Cummins in. I'm not too keen on his outlook in life, but I'd have him in place because I like his tenacity. He's got a bit of dig about him. I mean, when they get bullied, I don't think. And did I pick these up right? We're seeing Kenny McLean is meant to have signed a pre-contract.
Allegedly, mate. It's rumours at the moment. But
Well, that would be another good addition to the squad, actually. I think he's got a bit of dig about him as well.
I'll take the Naismith one round the panel, mate, if you don't mind, Al. Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to go and I'll listen to you when I'm driving home. I'll go to the playback. One thing I will say is these players, if they do come in, have we got the right manager in place to coach them to make them better? Because Kenny McLean could be a better player. Murphy, I mean, that's why you need a good manager to coach them. No disrespect, but I've seen Jimmy Nicholl with a couple of things on in the Florida. Look, the guy looks as if he can't walk. I know he's getting on in age, but he didn't look. So is he going to be able to coach these players to make them better players and also the existing players? That's just my fear.
Well, an age thing with coaching, I mean, I think he's younger than what Fergie was and maybe Walter was when he came back, wasn't he? Jimmy Nicholl, you know, but look, what they do in the training ground, mate, there's a lot of people involved on the training ground. You organise,
I just want them to advance the players. I just want them to make the players better than we have in place.
But fair comment, mate. I'll take and good luck in your new job, mate.
Support Bridge. Aye, great.
Are you coming back for Ibrox? Are you coming back for Ibrox's wedding?
Is he getting married?
Aye.
He's at it.
Nobody coming back for that.
What is it? What did you say there, man?
He'll come back for the stag do.
He was asking if it was in the pineapple.
Please watch it if it was so
good. Did you get married in Scotland now? Or is that a civil partnership?
Yeah, you behave yourself.
See you in the dress.
What is this shit in Ibrox Lawyer night?
What was that you said?
Enjoy yourself.
Were you asking which pineapple it was? What's the name of it?
Aye.
Is that what you were asking?
What's the name of it? Aye.
Pineapple.
We've done any grades, man. Aye. Hey. But you look after yourself, Ibrox. Look after that woman. Oh, and by the way, the caterpillars are gone. I've got a spray for them.
Oh, well done, big man. Well done. I couldn't sleep all weekend worrying about that.
I know. Same with me, man. Right. Same with me, man. Mr. Matters or mother. Right, take care, boys. All the best. Thank you.
See you later, mate. Right, we'll take it through the panel. I know True's trying to join us. Hopefully he'll come in. I don't know if it's a technical thing. Fox Fox, before we take the Naismith one around the panel, have you got an announcement about Facebook, etc.? All school?
Do that later on, mate.
Oh, he's looking for hits of snow, I believe, what I read in the lobby.
Yeah, if he puts the link back into the lobby, then that's fair enough. We're looking, we need 100. We've just released a Facebook page and a YouTube page, and I think we're going on to Periscope and God knows what after that. I think on the YouTube channel he needs 100 subscribers to get a special URL for the channel. So if he puts the link in the lobby, which he has done at this present time, we could do with the subscribers. Thanks very much.
We've got some big hitters for Twitter on here. They can sort that out, Bridge, can't they?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll get that sorted, mate. I'll hit that up in a bit.
100. Big Ulster.
What is it, sorry?
Stephen Naismith. I mean,
is it? Well, if you're going to get him for...
Can you see that being true, or just...
No.
Pure, neither can I, mate. But there we go.
Speculate. But if it was true, I think it'd be mad not to give him 6 months to see how he can get on. But that's all speculation. I can't see anybody offering their services for free, to be honest, in this new age of football. But if it was true, then it would be mad not to take him.
Mount Vernon.
Bring the boy home. He's good to come. As long as he says in his first interview that he's made an absolute eerie himself, then I will forgive him. I've said something a couple of months earlier when we were debating it. We're a big family. You've said it at the top of the show. We're the Rangers family, and with the families they fall out with each other from time to time. But see, as a family, see when somebody apologises, he's forgiven, and that for me is, it's only words. There's a lot more heinous crimes that have been committed against your club for the last 4 or 5 years than somebody saying something stupid on a press conference. The boy is absolute quality. He's proven quality. He'll bring a different dimension. Jamie Murphy's going to bring a different dimension in. If Kenny McLean signs, different dimension. Jason Cummings signs, different dimension. It's players like that that's going to win us the 55. And for me, guys, we just need to get over it a wee bit. We just need to say, do you know what? Bad stuff did happen in the past. If he apologises and says, look, I'm here to recompense, I'm here to, shows a bit of contrite, then for me, he's got to have the opportunity to play for Rangers, and it'd be a good gesture for 6 months to come in and play for nothing. In my opinion, I think that would help,
Travel Rock.
Right, firstly, playing for nothing. Let's be clear here, he's not playing for nothing. Norwich City will still pay the majority of his wages. What I think he said is that if he could get back up the road, then he would forego the portion of wages that Rangers, Kilmarnock, or any other Scottish club that they sign him would have to pay. I think the deal was, let's say he's on 50 grand a week at Norwich, and Norwich have said that they're wanting to get somebody to take him, and all they need to do is pay him 10 grand a week. I think basically what they're saying is that if Rangers are willing to take him, then Stephen Naismith would forego that 10 grand and still take his 40 grand a week after Norwich, as he's due under his contract. So let's be clear, he's not playing for nothing, but for us as a club, it would be zero outlay. I've always been in the let's give Naismith a go. I've always thought he was a good player, but the thing for me is he's a winner that was at Ibrox when we had a winning team and we had a winning mentality. And you know what? We had a hard to beat mentality. We didn't care for anybody else, and I liked that type of player that we had then. No always the best players, but they were hard to beat. If you look at we Nacho, there you go. He would have been about the same time as Naismith, Kevin Thompson, Davy Weir. All of these players that were there, they were hard to beat, and they just had a winning attitude. Barry Ferguson, they had a winning attitude. Mm-hmm. And so that, for me, is to have another person like that in the dressing room would be great. So for me, yes, I would have Stephen Naismith back, but it's definitely got to be with the agreement or with the decision made by Mr. Murray. It's his decision. It shouldn't be forced upon him. It's him that makes that call. So please leave the decision to Mr. Murray, but I would like to have him back.
All right, mate.
Can I just come in there just quickly, guys? It's a point to Ibrox. A lot of the boys are asking, do you want me to conduct a service for you?
Yeah, you conduct a service, mate. Because
are you sure, mate?
Definitely, because that means it will definitely know very well near a...
Just to clarify, yeah, Presbyterian.
It would be an honour and a privilege for you to conduct a service.
Definitely, mate. I need to my thought.
Well, if he's doing the service, I'm changing my role. I'm going to an usher, because then you can stand outside the door. Bridgeman, what's your views on? What's your
bloody head, by the way.
What's your views on Naismith, Bridgeman?
Try to get a straight face, Oxford, if you can.
Naismith, well, look, I'm kind of old in the tooth, as you know, and maybe a wee bit more stubborn than a lot of others. I think what Naismith's done for me, is only me personally, unforgivable. And the guys that were with him, unforgivable. I wouldn't.
What did he do?
Sorry?
What did he do? Did he play for Celtic?
No. What he done?
Did he score against us playing for Celtic?
You got an objection to me speaking?
This is a travel bridge show.
I personally wouldn't like the guy to come back to Rangers for the simple reason.
Is it because he's for Ayrshire Bridge?
No, I don't like what he did when he left, and the way he left, and all the rest of it. It left a bad taste in my mouth. However, that's not to say if he did come back, obviously I can't stop him. If he comes back and the manager wants him in, I'll support him.
Yep. Ibrox loyal, before we go to Fox for a tune. What's your thoughts, mate?
Definitely, would take him 110%, mate, and I'll go down the road and pick him up as long as Mount lends me his sat-nav again. I'll go down and pick him up, mate.
He's not got the best sat-nav, trust me.
I think.
I'm not good with sat-navs, mate. Just that's all.
Well, I'll get my nav someday anyway. But I think I listened to the interview back that he did on Reporting Scotland in the summer, and I think he's proved himself to me, mate. I know a lot of people out there in the social media that will still say splits support down the middle, mate. But I think if I'm not being too generous in saying this. I think the biggest majority of the Rangers fans now would have him back. I just think anyway. Could be wrong, been wrong before, but I would have him back tomorrow. So. Everybody still there? Hello?
Hiya, pal. Can you hear us?
After the tune, we'll maybe have a poll in the lobby and get people's thoughts, you know.
Okay.
Fox, before we go, what's your thinking?
I'm in agreement that it's going to be a Murty signing if he comes in, mate. Plus, he'd need to go through the full medical at Rangers, mate, to make sure that he's fit enough to come. But if Rangers don't pick him and he wants to do something for nothing, he can always come and join us on here, mate.
Right enough. Fox is off for equal pay, ain't he, Bridge? Everybody gets nothing.
Absolutely, we all get zero. You're absolutely right.
You know. Anyway, lads, if you don't mind going on mute, Fox is going to use a tune.
Oh, every other Saturday's my half day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wandered down the Copeland Road, me and my wee pal Joe. We love to see the lasses with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Me, oh my. We love to see the lasses with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Scottish League almost every time. The League Cups assemble too. We get some exhibitions in the Scottish Cup. We are the cup winners too. And when the Rangers win the European Cup, as we've done with the one before, we'll gather round the Ibrox 50,000 strong to give the boys an Ibrox roar. Me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to see them cry. We love to see the lasses with a blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to see them cry. We love to see the lasses with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score.
Thanks for that, Fox. Oh. Feedback well back?
Yeah.
Just you, Ibrox, I think.
I'm back. No, I'm back.
Yep, I'm here.
I'm here also.
All right, good men, good men. If anybody wants to join us, what's the number, Bridgeman?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or where else can you join us? Travel Rock.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's gone. Ibrox.
Aye, you can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online. If they've been on the show before, they were brought straight into the call. If not, they can send a wee contact request to Rangers Radio, and Fox will bring them in and teach them many, many things.
I love it. Mute Fox here.
No,
Fox here on mute.
No, I think there's a bit of feedback, mate.
Fox, you with us?
I am, so.
So you got the announcements of where we can find these and tell people what the Facebook and the YouTube channel.
We can only put the link in our own lobby, mate. I'm just getting some feedback for old school here.
All right, and then what do we have to do?
Have you never been on anything like that? Facebook, YouTube, or anything like that?
I'm a Bebo man, according to the boys.
Anyway.
It's easy enough on YouTube, mate. If you just an email address, password, that sets you up on YouTube. There's a link in the lobby. Just click on the YouTube link. It takes you straight to the Rangers Radio page, and then there's a subscribe button. It's just a wee red box. You click subscribe, and that'll mean any time the show comes onto YouTube, then you'll automatically get informed of that. So.
Well, the Facebook link is www.facebook.com/Rangers Radio, and the YouTube link is www.youtube.com/channel/a big long thing, but I don't know, we'll need to get that one up too old school, I can't read that out. But they are there, we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook now.
Alright. Oh, there we go. I'm just hitting the 9 people like us on, and so all the channels that'll be like the archives of Facebook will become, yeah?
I think you'll also have a live player on Facebook, mate, as well.
Alright, okay. Alright. Yeah, thanks to Old School Blue for doing all that for us, Fox, eh?
Without a doubt, mate, he's working wonders in the background.
Once there's 100 subscribers, we can get YouTube/Rangers Radio. So we need to subscribe to that, yeah? That's what you said in the lobby.
I've already done it, mate.
I've already done it as well.
Maybe that's 98 to go.
No, there's a few hit it before then, mate.
Let's have a look now. What's on your mind, Fox?
About what, mate?
Life in general, a bit of Rangers.
I think things are beginning to look up a wee bit, mate. We're starting to get some targets in now. That's 2 for certain we've got in. And I think there'll be another couple to follow. And it's hopefully going to turn out a better window than I was expecting, to be honest with you. I thought we'd have been stuck with quite a few players left for the Kashina regime, mate. But we're starting to work. We're sending some of the young boys out on loan. But we're starting to try and get rid of some of the others that will not feature for Rangers under Graham Murphy. So at the end of this month, I'm hoping we have a settled squad and a squad that know what Rangers are all about, and hopefully we can push forward and have a better second half to the season than the first half, mate.
All right then. You're saying that it's important that people know what Rangers is all about. So I'm going to ask yourself and I'll ask the lobby at the same time. Should we sign Stephen Naismith? So it's a yes or no in the lobby. Yes or no? And what be yourself, Fox?
As you said, or we said just before the break, mate, it's going to be a Murty decision. We just don't take people just for the sake of taking them, whether they're free for 6 months or no. My personal opinion, if he's fit enough and looks to be over his previous injuries there the last year and a bit, mate, I think he'd be a useful addition to the squad, without a doubt.
Aye, Brooks, are you having a look at this?
Biggest majority is yes so far, mate. There's like half a dozen no's, but biggest majority is yes. Then about no for a couple, and then...
Can't believe that Travel Rug's a yes voter.
Right, that's enough of that talk. I told you I should have banged you there, Mike, so did you mention that?
I know. Look at me. How can I say that? Do you never forgive, never forget?
The other thing that nobody's mentioned is Ross McCrory and his brother signing contracts as well. They're doing quite a lot of work here, aye.
That young boy McCrory, the goalkeeper, signed for, what do you call him, Berwick Rangers again, isn't it?
Berwick Rangers on the end of the season, mate, aye.
Well done, yeah, well done.
So that's him now been, all season he's been our number one, so he's played 24 games now.
So he might get 50 games out of it, He might get 50 games out of that.
Maybe, mate, but he's had a number of clean sheets as well, which we need to take into account. He's still a very, very young goalkeeper, but by all accounts, he's going to be a very, very good one, because if you remember back a number of years ago, Man United and Man City and a few of the other clubs were quoted as being very interested in him, but we managed to stave off the interest. And now he's signed a long-term contract along with his brother, so hopefully they're the future of their club, mate.
I keep hearing Rangers are seeing, I'm on follow and places like that, and I'm seeing that Rangers are being linked with a number of players. The boy for Kilmarnock, for instance.
Jordan Jones, yeah.
I don't know what you think of him, and I don't know whether it's true or not. Apparently, Cardiff are showing an interest in him as well. So I don't know whether
you've got to get that. It's a transfer window, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know if Rangers have actually shown any interest. You know what I mean? We don't know. We won't get to know until such times as they do it. So I haven't heard anything.
Well, you'll see. You'll know you see him in the strip. Fox, what are you saying there, mate?
I'm just going to say the newspapers do it all for clickbait, mate. As soon as somebody's name comes up, they add Rangers, knowing that people will click the link because there's that many Rangers supporters about the world, mate. And they do it for clickbait for me.
Ibrox.
Yes, mate.
Potential next year for a midfield which is McCrory, McLean, Dorrans, Ryan Jack, Jason Holt, Andy Halliday. That's a proper midfield that we're building there. A proper good Scottish and blue nose midfield. We're going to have fight. We're going to have fight in there. We're going to have and see what we've been worrying about, or what's been annoying us. I think we're going to lose that. We're going to have a team that's full of fight, full of determination, and then you've got Murphy up front, or playing in the left. However, maybe who else are we going to add to it? if you've got somebody like, if you can bring in somebody like Cummins, and you've got, we already know that Morelos just will not give up on anything. We're going to have a team that's got desire, that's got a team that's got fight, and that's what we're needing.
Great point, Travel Rug, but at the start of the season we thought we would struggle we would keep them out all right, but we would struggle to score goals. In fact, it's been the opposite. It's my defence. It's been let us down rather than my forwards.
I think, but surely our defence hasn't let us down recently, have they? Our defence Kilmarnock. I'm not going to blame the defence for the Kilmarnock game.
Well, the 2 goals they lost was a shambles.
But would that be coming for the defence?
Oh, the 2
I thought the midfield was poor in that game.
McCrory was poor,
and let the boy Malumbu shoot, and I know they were saying that Chris Boyd guided it, but I think it may have deflected after.
But still, the 2 goals we lost, particularly the first one.
And then I actually think the first one as well was was that not a deflection after the boy Bates that put it right in?
I thought it was actually offside. The pass, but the defence through the whole game was poor for me.
But that, fair enough. But I think the other games, I think it's hard to be too critical of their defence or the last. And
they were good against St Johnstone at home as well, weren't they?
St Johnstone at home.
We were dreadful, as you know. We were dreadful.
The whole team was poor that night, but
same against Kilmarnock.
We lost three goals.
I'm fair enough. But we had a shutout against Aberdeen at Ibrox. We had a shutout against the Rotters at their midden. So the defence played well in their games. In fact, you could say the defence against them was the boy Bates and Danny Wilson. Tavernier was a man of the match that you keep telling me. So for every poor day, I'll give you a good day type thing. But all I'm saying is that we're signing the right type of player, the right type of people, and it's giving me confidence that, you know what, I'm not going to be sitting there moaning at you, sitting next to me, that Scott Brown's running the show, because he won't be. He won't do that ever again. He will never. Lee Griffiths will never get to tie a flag around a goalpost at Ibrox again. Somebody will tie it around his neck and throttle that wee shite. That will never happen.
That's wishful thinking.
Bridgeman, there are people that are in your team now that won't let that happen.
He wouldn't have got up a tunnel. He wouldn't have got to his dressing room if it was me there.
Exactly. I know that. Could you imagine?
I just say no surrender, Travel Rug, by the way. No surrender.
But, do you agree with me, Mount? Are we signing the right type of people?
I agree with you. Absolutely, mate. No surrender. I love that. He will never be that wee crap. I've heard so many stories about him, and hopefully Lockshire's right. Hopefully he's away to pastures do that. Bloody idiot.
He wants to do himself a favour and tie a scarf around his walloper to stop him getting himself into trouble all the time.
He's in a lot of trouble with that, isn't he? My goodness gracious.
That may be the least of his problems, but
well,
I've got a funny feeling he'll go because he's cash flow.
Oh, good.
You think someone you're talking about MD in our team going or somewhere else, like across the road?
I was just talking to my mate Travel Rug.
Okay. I hear you, mate. But no, all I'm saying is Ox, and you know exactly what I'm coming for, because it's something I've moaned about a long time. We've been soft touches, and I can't see that happening now. I've seen enough signs for the boy like the boy McCrory, hard, wasn't willing to lie down for any tackle. I'm seeing the right signs of the right people there, and we're going to get Rangers people. We're going to get Warriors back in our team again, and that's what's been badly missing. We've been too soft. We've allowed guys like Mr. Warburton to build a team who kept telling us about all this and all that, but we were so soft. We were bullied, and I hate seeing a team that's bullied. It's not what I'm used to watching for Rangers.
Big Ulster. You still with us?
No, I think he just...
he's dropped to Ibrox. I'll go to you then. Ibrox important. You have passion, desire. People are going to work hard and know what the club's about in the midfield.
No, definitely, mate. As Bridge mentioned at the beginning of the show as well, he was looking forward to actually seeing us having Warriors back in a team. And I think a lot of the players that Travelrug just round off there, they are warriors, mate, and they will no stand for being took the mick out in the midfield. A lot of them know how to put in a tackle. There'll be a few good tough tacklers in there as well, which helps. And I think you're right, they'll be able to put any sorts of flags around anything. And I think you may see that we might have a lot more creativity in there as well as the tough tacklers. I think you'll agree with that as well, Ox. It's something that we've missed for the biggest majority of the season so far, is a lot of creation getting made for the middle of the midfield as well as having warriors and tough tacklers in there. There's very much creativity in there as well, or there will be, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come back on that?
On you go, Bridger.
No, I was just going to say it's very important from a midfield perspective that we win second ball and control. If we don't control, you can win it but lose it. You know what I mean? We've got to win the second ball, pick it up, control it, and do something with it that's positive. Once you start doing that on a regular basis, you've got a good chance. You've got a good chance. If you pick the ball up, and unfortunately for us, sometimes we do it. We get the ball, maybe a lucky break, get the ball, and what do we do? Bad pass, poor pass, hit the ball up the park to nobody, that kind of stuff. We need to control the ball, and I'm not saying anything different from what all of us have thought. Why can't we do that? Find a blue jersey, that kind of. And I think we did that against them, that last game against them. And to me, that was their second worst game. And from a result perspective, it was in the rain midden. In the rain midden, they couldn't beat us. We nearly beat them, and they were shitting themselves. Excuse the language at the end. So, get well done to the Rangers.
But you've got a lot of crack on, a lot of interference coming through for your mic, mate. I don't know.
Sorry, pal. Is that better?
Yep, that's better.
Sorry about that. I just think that we now, I'll follow on from what Travel's saying, based on that performance, we now see that some of our players are able to get up and fight. And I thought what that boy did, Morelos did with Scott Brown the second half, 3 or 4 times, once he laid him flat on the ground, and I'm quite happy with that. And twice he beat him basically on pure football. Once he nutmegged him. You can't beat that, can you? The man made the man look stupid, and that's good. Just put the ball in the net next time. But
aye, score goals. Travelrug,
thanks, old school. That's brilliant.
What did he say?
No, I'm saying he's put that GIF in a GIF in the lobby. I can't pronounce that bloody thing,
Aye.
Well, look at that.
Blue Shadow says there's no time in Bridger invested in you, mate. He did Blue Shadow.
Yeah, he's Blue Shadow knows that as well. He's at it. He's a rat, that Blue Shadow. Look at that. Nutmeg, you beauty.
Oh, the nutmeg was brilliant, man. It's just a pity.
He sent him in the show, mate. He sent him in the show. He should have had to pay to get back into the Gruneff or something.
See if he batters that across the goal and he was in the goal because of that nutmeg. What a goal that would be.
Can I just say this guy is rated the best player in Scotland, that boy, the Lego eater.
Right, okay.
God almighty. And that boy's done that to him. Wow.
There's obviously too many people eating Lego then.
Bridgman, I've heard he's the best Lego builder in Scotland, but by the way, that boy
the papers.
I keep trying to tell them Travelrug, but they're no listen.
I don't buy no papers.
See that GIF that Old School's just put in there's the best player in Scotland. Bang, have some
against wee Nanek.
Nanek.
That's what I call him, wee Nanek.
Nanek, that's it right there.
Sit down. It's just you sit down there.
Somebody else was calling him a sex pest not that long ago.
Allegedly, Bridge.
Allegedly, absolutely, allegedly.
So what you're hearing and what your rumours, what's your midfield sort of 5 then, Travelrug, if you like, what would it be?
Well, I've got the boy McCrory. I'm seeing people are saying that I may see him back to centre half. I think
we're Funny's best position, mate.
So, mate, for me, he's the defensive midfielder, and he's I think Ryan Jack will prove to be a great signing for us. I think he's probably had it tough. I don't think our midfield's probably functioned as well as it should have done. But he's been in and out the team, whether it be suspensions or injury, through terrible tackles, punished. I think Ryan Jack's got a future at our club. Dorrans in a more advanced position is going to be even better for us. I think I'm looking forward to seeing that when Dorrans is able to shake off having to go and do some more work and some digging and some of the nasty stuff in midfield. I want to see Dorrans become more a fitter player. And then if we do get Kenny McLean, I can see Kenny McLean being the type of player that's going to be the pivot in that kind of more in the right middle of the park, and he's going to be. You can see what I've seen of Kenny McLean and what I've seen of him. He's a good fitter player, but he's got a bit of dig there. But he's going to be, for me, it's going to be the creativity is going to be for Dorrans and McLean, and your workers. Workers are it's Ryan Jack and McCrory, but McCrory's got a wee bit of class about him there. I think McCrory, we could be punting that boy in a few years' time, and I think we'll all sit back and go, geez, did we get that much for him? I think we'll get a lot of money for him. I don't ever want to see him go. You know that way. I want to see him being a captain of your club, but I think we're probably going to get an offer that we'll not be able to refuse. And see, it's interesting what Ibrox said there, that we had to fight off some big clubs for him. I think in years to come we'll be fighting them again.
I think I agree with you. I think the boy McLean, if he gets in, I think McLean and Ryan Jack will be a good pairing for Rangers in the midfield if we can get him in. I'll be well pleased if we can get him at the summertime on the sort of what do you call it, Bosman. Absolutely brilliant. And get him signed now in a pre-contract, 4-year contract in the summer. Absolutely, he'll do as well if we can get A2 in. Great. How do you think, Travel? Who do you think would you like to see as captain if Bruno Alves can't play for us again from an injury perspective? Who would you like to see as getting keep?
I think what you'll find,
I think it'll be Declan John.
Lee Wallace is the captain.
Declan John.
I think you'll find that Lee Wallace is the captain.
Yeah, but look, the truth of the matter is Lee Wallace, he hasn't made it back yet into the squad. So as we go forward, do you see Wallace coming back as a sort of every game player? Do you think he's going to play every game?
Come on, Travel Rug.
Yes. Sorry, hello?
And you shedding a tear there?
I'm wondering if you think that Lee Wallace is going to be able to play every game, because that's quite he's been off for quite a while, been out quite a while injured. So sometimes it takes a wee bit longer to get back in, and he might not even be regular in the first team come till summertime. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. If you're looking for a captain now, it would be Danny Wilson.
I think Danny Wilson, good shout.
Danny Wilson's contract's up in the summer. Does that give cause for concern for anybody, Fox?
No, at the moment it doesn't, mate.
No.
We've got time to renew his contract if we want to keep him, mate. Can I just go back to the midfield? The signings that's coming in, mate, is going to give us that variety of midfield in the midfield. We need to remember in the modern game now, it's a 14-player game, mate, and you want your midfield to be as powerful as you can possibly get it. So that gives us the luxury of bringing in maybe replacing 2 players in the midfield and putting on 2 full of energy, mate, and play the way we did against the Celtic, a high pressing game. And but as I say, we're able to rotate the midfielders, mate. And I think that's what will turn us into a good team. I think Murty's got it right. People are looking for other positions to be filled. I think we've got good players at fullback. We've got good players, up-and-coming players to bail us out at centre-half. McCrory can also play there. The midfield is going to be strong. It's up front, mate. We just need one more really good signing, mate, to partner Morelos for me.
Anyway, we've also been joined by George Logan. Evening, George.
Hi, George.
How you doing, boys? All right?
Right, pal.
All right, mate. What's on your mind?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'd like to welcome young Jamie Murphy to the club. I think that's a cracking signing, Ox. I think that's us going to that next level. I said that when we were on a couple of Mexicans came, or maybe that's maybe thinking out the box, but I genuinely do believe us getting that wee guy in is probably going.
You were nearly right, George. Somebody was out their box when they signed him.
Aye, somebody was out of the box when they did sign, I think. But I think Miguel Morales has probably got to turn out to be a good player for us. Ken, I wouldn't like to just see out of the space of 6 months how it is, but I think I honestly believe that is us taking that next step. Ox, I really do think that, Ken. He's the kind of guy we need. Folk were talking about wee boy for Hearts, Jamie Walker. I think this wee guy's on another level for him. Like, I didn't even rate Jamie Walker. I was one of the guys that said no, didn't bring him in near the club. Like, but I think he's on another level for Jamie Walker. I think he's a different class. But I mean, folks are talking about Naismith as well. In my honest opinion, Bridgman's got his opinion as well, and other guys in the lobby's got their opinion as well. But if we bring in Naismith as well, I think that's a massive step in our quality. I would love, honestly, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I've been saying it all season. I kind of slagged me Naismith a couple of years ago until I found out the right story and things like that. But I honestly believe that if we can get in Naismith, that wee Jamie Murphy, I think it'll be one. I think it'll maybe actually be two more coming in. But if we can get another one or two in along with that, I would go to Parky Demora and take our very best on and say, well, let's do it now. We've got a wee bit of team together. We're no much alive. I really would, Ox. I would pray to God that we can get wee Stevie Naismith back to Rangers, because that would be like Travel was just saying there. What a midfield and a forward line that would be, by the way. All Rangers guys to fighters, guys that only want to stand and watch the wee Lego eater do what he wants. I would love that.
Aye,
well said, George. Well said, mate. Well said.
Aye, good call, George. I mean, I think it's important for a lot of us that we have Rangers supporters in the team. But I'm going to also play devil's advocate back to the panel and see what you think. Sometimes we're not as forgiving with them as well with others for some bizarre reason. And they come under the microscope, and sometimes the jersey becomes heavy for them on Mount Vernon.
It does seem at that time. It does seem at times, but I think the players, level of players that we're potentially bringing in next year, as George alluded to, is a whole new level. To no disrespect to Andy Halliday, I think he came in for a bit of criticism off some of our fans last year, but some unwarranted criticism we had. But I think it's the level of player that we're bringing in. You know, I think Naismith and Jamie Murphy, Graham Dorrans, young Ross McCrory, you know, the quality of our midfield is really getting there. I think Windass as well starting to come onto a game as well. So I think it's important that we get behind our players, regardless if they're blue noses or no. But no, I think it just depends on the quality. And I think George is right. I think with the added quality coming in, we're getting there, mate. You know, hopefully go to their midden and stick one right up them, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ibrox?
I totally agree. Having players like Naismith, who knows what it's about, Spain have done it, got very, very many jerseys as well. I would have him in because it would add structure as well, which I suppose we've been missing in the creative sparks in the forward line. And it bodes well. And can I just say, right, I wasn't the biggest fan of Mr. Halliday's last season, alright? I did give him a bit of stick, I won't admit that. But I'm willing to let him come in, if he does come in, have his fresh start, and be actually played in a position that suits him. He was playing when our team really was bad in the midfield, and the players at the back weren't always staying at the back, so he was about to sort of playing like central defensive midfield, and he was getting caught out a lot. But he has to be at the left, LCM left centre mid. I believe that is his role. That's what he did well when he was at Bradford. That's what he did well when he was his early days at Livingston and that as well, I believe, back in the early days. So I'm willing to give these players come in, mate. They know what it's like to put on a jersey. And I don't think it was maybe the weight of the jersey wasn't too heavy for Andy Halliday. It was just, he wasn't playing in his right position, and the players running about him were very weak. But as George Logan just says there, you bring in players like Naismith and players like Ken McLean, if we hopefully get him, what we've been talking about, it makes the midfield a lot more stronger, and it might allow Andy Halliday to play in a lot stronger role that he prefers.
All right. A great point you've raised about Andy Halliday there. I'll just take it to the panel. I'll take it to Bridge next. Did Andy Halliday have Pedro's number before most people, Bridgeman?
Well, it's kind of appears he knew I think he knew something was going on, and I'm afraid that he never shone anyway. He must have had a few words with him, and before you know it, he was told, go and get us all a club type thing. That's what it appeared like, and that's the word that we were hearing. So obviously we're not privy to the official side of it, but hopefully Halliday's back, and he's over in Florida, I believe. So hopefully it's all sorted out for the boy, and he can settle himself. I think he's got 18 months left in his contract. So let's see if he can, over the next 6 months, for instance, prove that he's as good as what he was when he came. Because I thought when he came he was really good for us. Admittedly, it was in a different division. So, but hopefully he's able to lift his game up. He's played against this mob across the city a couple of times, and he's done very well against them. I'm quite happy. I'd be quite happy with him. All he needs is people running about him that can play football as well. Because, as Loyal said, he does tend to go missing. And I don't know what's that in his game. Hopefully he'll get that coached out of him. Hopefully.
Is his lack of pace for me is Andy's biggest worry. Travel, Rob?
Similar to what Ibrox had said earlier on, play the boy in a proper position. We've seen it years and years ago with Rangers where you'd get frustrated because Walter was enough of one for sometimes playing players out of position, but you knew it was the players were getting played in that position for a particular reason. It was only a short-term thing. Unfortunately, Andy Halliday just stayed. They put him in there because they had nobody else, and I felt so sorry for him. And then when the fans turned against him, it got even worse. So I just want to see Andy Halliday being given a chance in a position that he can be comfortable with, and hopefully we get to see the proper fitter player. Because I think he's more a fitter player than he is a ball winner.
A fair comment, Fox.
I don't think Pedro made was wrong with a lot of things he did. Maybe Andy Halliday couldn't adapt to what he was asking him to do, and he was playing people that he thought could do his job for him. Andy Halliday for me is a wee bit of a level below what we need at this present time. I think what we're putting together now is a very good basic squad, mate. We've upped the quality of the squad considerably for last year. The flops are all getting moved out, mate. And I hope we go into just bringing in, maybe starting for next season, real quality, mate. I'd rather see us spend £4 million, mate, on a quality player because we've got the good basics behind that than bringing in people at £1 million that aren't any better than the ones we've got, mate.
Mm-hmm.
And stop wasting the transfer budget that way by just buying players that are just, as I say, the same quality as what we've got, you know.
You mentioned some of the stuff you just said there, Fox. How important is age to you? Because we've been stung. Looking at Barton, Cranchard. Even you could argue Dorrans, who picked up a bad injury, wasn't his fault, it was a hammer thrower. Alves. When are we going to learn?
Mate, it takes a good while to build a good basic squad. If you think of them out of the city, during the Ronnie Delia times, mate, they had more players come and go at Celtic Park before they ended up with the squad that they've got now. What we have done is try players of different countries, different attitudes towards the game, and it's no worked. And we've went back to the basics of getting people that want to play for Rangers. are better quality than we had 1 or 2 seasons ago. And as I keep saying, put together the guys that can do the basics well and then add quality to it, mate. That's how you win leagues.
Mount Vernon?
I think Fox right. It's about. I think it's about the quality. It's about adding quality in the right areas. I think Halliday's quite a weird one. I think Fox is right. He probably is a level below us in terms of what we've seen from him. But I think, I don't know if it was yourself said, if we can get the right players at Roonham, can he raise his game to that next level? And I think it'll be interesting. I think it will also be interesting to see how Michael O'Halloran plays in his system. I think away games will be quite, perhaps we're maybe sitting in a wee bit more. Our teams are maybe coming out more. It's maybe an opportunity for him to get in behind teams. So I think it'll be interesting to see how the team dynamics. But I agree with Fox. I think next year we've got to really go out and get that 3, 4, maybe even £5 million player to really, really improve, the squad. I think Jamie Murphy could be that as well. I think he's definitely a step up to what we've got in that position, certainly.
Can I come in there, Rox?
I was
just going to say that I agree with Mount saying, and I actually thought that Bruno Alves was going to be that type of player that would be able to lift the team. I know he has done, because I see the big improvement in Danny Wilson, and the young boy Bates is there as well. So I think he's had influence, but disappointed in his overall performances. But I think his influence has been there. But I really do think that the guys who were on loan and out away for Rangers, who some of them hardly got a game, hardly kicked a ball for the other teams that they were on loan to, they really have got a mountain to climb to catch up where they left off, shall we say, at Rangers. And if Rangers have moved on a wee bit, they've got a real battle in their hands to get themselves up to the next level, which hopefully that's where Rangers are in. So over the next 6 months, it's going to be interesting to see just how these players perform and how they respond to the pressures, because there's going to be a lot of pressure, as you know.
Mm-hmm. George, can you see Michael O'Halloran or Andy Halliday playing in the first team again?
I don't know about why I really hope no, because that would mean we're at a better standard than that. I would like to think, the midfield that Travelrug mentioned there 5 minutes ago, I would like to think they two could get in that team, and if they are getting in the team, it's because they're doing something right. So I can't see them getting in the team. I think Andy Halliday, sometimes last season I thought he was just trying that bit too much, and I think that was maybe his problem. He was just trying to do a bit too much. Sometimes I would say a wee Jason Holt maybe tries to do too much. Out of the two of them, I could probably see O'Halloran getting a run through the middle with Morales or something like that, rather than Halliday. You've got Jack there, you've got wee Holt and things like that there. But the other point you're saying, a £4 and £5 million player, I think we're going in the right direction. I think we're definitely 100% improving, and I think we're definitely going in the right direction. But I think we're 5 years away from getting a £5 million player. And the reason I say that, Ox, is because that £5 million player is coming with a £45,000 a week. Wages, 35, 45 grand a week.
Aye, fair comment, George. You've got to pay the wages for that as well. If you give a 4-year deal, you're maybe talking about
£10 million player.
Aye, maybe more than that, George.
Well, there you go. That's the kind of thing. And I don't know. I don't think it's got to take that to catch the main. But Ken Fox has been saying for weeks and weeks about £20 million and things like that. But I think if we can see that Jamie Murphy, I think that's a great signing. If we get the boy Cummins in, I think a lot of folk didn't like him, by the way. I didn't like him myself, didn't get me wrong. But I think he'll score goals in this league, and I think he'll take us to where we're meant to be going. If we can get guys like that in, I think we're going in the right direction. And then, like Foxy saying, see in a couple of years' time, bring in your £2 and £3 million players. Because I think that would be done with the big Mexican. I think the board went over the fair play. They tried to back Pedro, but I think even over the score, we try to back him and bring in that guy with that kind of wages.
I don't want to try and be smart or in hindsight, mate. But at the time, obviously, you get behind it. But my thoughts are fair as well. I just can't believe that we gave Conchina the job, George.
No, well, that's right. And I mean, you asked the question a while ago about Halliday. Did Halliday know about Caixinha before the rest of us? Well, Halliday actually turned around and says he'll be at Rangers next year. His actual quote was, "I'll be at Rangers next year," and Pedro will not. And that was a way back when he got sent away to Zimbabwe, or whatever it was, on fucking Mozambique or something.
I think you're in the right continent. I don't even think you're in the right continent, George. Then you'll get Ibrox Loyal sat nav.
I think it was actually Azerbaijan he went to, mate, you might find. It was at Kabbalah, it was at, so... saying that, Mitiano, my sat-nav was a bit fammy, so...
Point of order, Mr. Chairman, just, so it's been muted, obviously, on the social media, that Andy Halliday didn't actually play a lot of games for the team that he was on loan to. Mm-hmm. But they actually have an enforcement within the league that they're not allowed to play any more than 2 to 3 foreign players in their league at any one time. And
a quota system, eh?
Yeah, it's a
we
quota
used to have
system.
that here, aye. We used to have that.
And their manager, I think it was a change of manager just after I think Halliday changed over. And it was the guy was the new manager was from Ukraine. He brought 2 centre halves in from Ukraine, and I think there was another boy.
They were getting the games.
They were getting the games, so it wasn't actually Halliday wasn't getting a game. It was actually more a quota system. Yeah. I think in his first match he won man of the match over there, so he did. So to be fair to Halliday, I think it was circumstances why his loans perhaps maybe been cut short, not just he maybe wasn't making the grade over there.
Do you think you'll see him playing for the first team again at Mount?
I think so. I think if he's over in Florida to impress the manager, he's got an opportunity. Same with O'Halloran, to impress the manager and to push on and move on. And I think we'd all here say that, you know, we want to see Blue Noses in the team, and doesn't come much better than Andy Halliday. So
I wish him any well. I think his biggest flaw is his pace bridge.
Yeah, I think we've all seen it. He's the type of player he is, and he's all heart, and he gets stuck in, and that's what we want. We want somebody to get stuck in. So we may have to find a position where he needs to be in a position where his pace isn't critical for his game and for the Rangers game. I don't know whether that's possible, but if he's going to wander anywhere at all up the pitch and can't get back, then we're going to be in the same trouble as we were in the very recent past, where we saw some of our players going up and never getting back. So we need to make sure wherever we put Mr. Halliday, if he's going to play, he needs to play in a position where he can be effective for 90 minutes. That's what we really need from him. I liked him. I liked the way he played. Admittedly, at that time we were in the Championship. I did like it. I think he sold himself short and came up bad against Caixinha. So there's a mood change in Ibrox, and I think he was one of the guys that wasn't liked, and the same with Halloran.
Again, I'll take this one to Fox, and I'll take it to George. Everybody that came up against us, we knew how we were going to set up. First with Warburton, and then it became pretty predictable with Caixinha. And teams just put 3-on-2 in our central defensive and our central midfield players, and then we were struggling. Fox.
Aye, that was true, mate. But that's why we've strengthened the midfield, mate. The signings that we've no spoke about, we don't know what like the boy Goss is, whether he'll be any good or no. And you've brought in O'Halloran there. We've got a wide range of midfielders, and it's the midfield that wins you games, mate. It's the midfield that helps you defend, and the midfield that helps you score goals. And if we brought in the amount of players that we've got now, we've got choices, and it also allows you to play different tactics when you've got a wide variety of midfielders. I'm not saying although I don't think Andy Halliday's maybe the same class of player as Dorns and Jack, mate. I'm not saying there's no games that he couldn't play. Andy's problem when he played for me was typical of the team, where we were unsure on the ball. But in this new midfield, what we need is a bit of speed of pass to get our strikers into good positions to score. And if Andy Halliday can pass the ball quickly, maybe his pace will not affect him that much, mate. It's moving the ball quickly that wins you games as well, you know.
Absolutely.
Do you remember a game last year that we lost at Pittodrie, but Halliday, Holt, Boss, Jack and McLean?
They did indeed. Yeah, and I remember it well. I have great fond memories of Andy Halliday playing for us, and it's only been a couple of years since he'd been here. So I'd like the guy to stay at Rangers, and I'd like him to be able to play at the level we want him to play at. Obviously, that may or may not happen. I don't know. Obviously, the manager's got him over there in Florida, and hopefully he'll get the best out of him. That's what we're looking for.
Can I go back to a wee point that was brought up earlier about Jimmy Nicholl and whether he was fit enough to coach the squad or no?
Aye.
I think Graham Murty will be coaching the squad, mate, and Jimmy Nicholl is just there for the mental side of the game in the dressing room, I think.
Psychological.
Yep, but he's the guy that will put maybe a bit of confidence into players. As for the training, I think McMurty's a good coach, mate, and I think it'll be him, Graham Murty, who will do most of the training regimes, mate.
Do you think Mourinho shows the Chelsea, Man United players how to do all the drills, mate?
No, he doesn't. That's what you employ coaches for. But Graham Murty is there trying to win the job as full-time manager after his 6-month stint comes up in the summer, mate. And if he can show great progress on that side that he's building the new, mate, I hope he holds on to the job and he's successful enough to hold on to the job.
Can I just follow on for you? Obviously, what Fox is saying there, I've obviously been to a few of the a lot of the youth games under Mr. Murty's charge, and he's very articulate when he sets up his drills at each corner. I'd imagine it'd be the exact same way with the first team as he was with the youth players, and they seem to look up and be a lot more switched on, the youth players, and I think you will see that. Murty will do all the coaching, and Mr. Nicholl will be there for I showed it the legal sort of thing. If there's anything needs topped up in the dressing room, as the players are going out onto the park, you'll see Jimmy Nicholl do a lot more of that sort of stuff. Not saying that he can't coach, because I'm sure he can. I'm sure he's got that in his game as well. But I don't think fitness is getting to do with an assistant manager for me. Not really.
I don't think he means fitness in the greatest sense of the word. Mm-hmm. I think he just means is he the type of man that can actually do that type of job?
No, I think he says he looked like he could. I know it's probably a bit of tongue in cheek, like he couldn't really walk, but he's seen. But I'm not being too ordered in saying that. I think
might have been out celebrating, getting the job.
Possible, mate. And let's be honest, I wish you'd have invited a few of us as well. There you go.
Loyal, can I ask you a question, pal?
Yeah.
You don't mind, Oxtear, you don't mind me asking this question?
Of course not, mate.
Over the weekend, there was a couple of reports that I read on Follow saying that there was some bids in for Windass.
Yeah.
Over £500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Can you confirm that actually happened?
Well, I was through social media. It was earning between £400,000 and £500,000 apparently for Preston. There was another one, I think, Sheffield United trying to get a sneaky bid in as well. At the bid after Preston, and I think that was for around about the £500,000 mark as well. But as I says, we're not that far in the north. We can only take it for social media or basically rumours. But let's be honest.
Speaking about yourself.
Right, speaking about myself.
Well, I'm just wondering if we thought that was like it's 500,000. Obviously, I don't think is enough for Windass, but I don't know what limit would we go to, for instance, the lower level.
I think if you start to get near $1.5 million or something like that, Bridge, you need to seriously think about it.
Yeah.
I think 500,000 is the rise there, in my opinion, Oxford.
Oh, I'll tell you what, mate. A few weeks ago, you'd have gone for 50,000.
Yeah, I think we've got to realise. I think we've got to realise as well. I think we bought him. What was he? 150,000 or something? That we got him for. So I'm not.
He shows flashes, man. He shows flashes, but when he's back, bad.
Do you know what annoys me, guys, slightly? And I think it's hereditary with Rangers, is that the mob approach is one thing I do hate to admit is when they do well, but one thing is they do well is about negotiating. I think our assets have to be valued slightly higher than some of these teams that are coming in with their risery offers.
But that's the problem with selling players, mate. They're only worth what other teams will
fair
you buy them. Either that or you might be letting somebody. This time next year, I don't know how long Windass has got left in his deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's all the things that come into play as far as the business is concerned.
I think our club, hopefully that during this window, we should be looking at all the players who are contracts up in the next year or a year and a half. And like Danny Wilson, who's actually had a nice bit of form, I think Rangers should be looking at that and saying, right, let's get him signed up for another 2 years or 4 years, whatever it is, and let's go on with it. Because he looks really good now. He's playing very, very well. Very well. I don't think we should sell Windass for less than £2 million, my honest opinion.
Is that your end figure, 2 million, mate, is it?
I would go for it. That's what I would look for, and I'd make sure our players, most of our players who are starting to look as if they're valuable players, we should be getting them on 4-year contracts. And that mob across the road just signed that young boy at a 4.5-year deal. I thought it was like Dundee United type thing, you know. It's incredible, you know. So I think we should be doing a similar exercise with these guys.
That was him started another one the day I seen that one. One of the players, Southampton's coming for one of their players for £10 million. They've got it well sussed how to do it, like, and they've got it well sussed. We're talking about
who was that player? Simonovic?
No, that wee guy for Dundee United.
Armstrong.
Oh, Armstrong.
Quite strong. Oh,
£10.5 million, yeah.
They're like rats sick in a deserted ship, aren't they?
I tell you, it sounds to me as if Celtic are hawking them all over the world at the moment. That's what it sounds like to me.
But as you they're doing it, Ken. We're talking here's $500,000 and 150 grand and things like that.
That's right.
We should be coming out and saying we should be making them at their day and just making stories up. Oh, by the way, such and such a club, Wigan. There's the other day, I think it was Wigan was getting touted. I'll come in for him for 300 grand. We should be touting things that I've just heard that Wigan's coming in 1.7 million, things like that, 2 million. We should be starting a bid and never mind what other clubs do it, like, eh?
Yeah, that's what it seems that they're doing, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what they do.
Well, I've always complained bitterly that somehow or other they managed to sort of put their spread their legs type of thing. You know, they've got 1 foot in England for the selling. But the other foots in another country are all over Europe for the purchasing. So they always purchase it, by the sound of it anyway. They go low purchases and big sales. So they've got contacts in the in the English markets that we don't have, and that's the truth of it. They've got it, and they're able to sell some players at not enormous prices, phenomenal prices.
You've got to start winning things, mate, for the.
Oh, of course. You need to get the players in Europe. You need to get your players in Europe.
That's what they've had the luxury of doing for the years that we were away, and then even last year, you know. But they'll start to hit a ceiling shortly, mate, because 3 and 4 million type players, mate, is going to be the highest order in Scotland. For me in the future, because it's about a price range that we could, between us and them, probably could afford, mate. And their standard won't get any higher, and that's what will give us the chance of us catching them, to me, you know?
Yeah. I think what we need to seriously is if we get into a decent position in the league, and I mean that in all sincerity, a decent position in the league and take our chances in Europe, we need to get a run in Europe. We need to get 3 and 4 games in to get our name back up there, you know. That's what we desperately need, you know. So if we're based on what we're talking about tonight, and if it continues like that, just particularly during this window, then we're going to have a very strong pool of players that we're able to use for a European campaign. And if we can add to that again in the summertime, then things might look good for us. Other than that, we just need to win. We need to win cups. We need to win tournaments. We need to go a long way.
And then And then your players value Rockets, Bridge.
Oh, absolutely.
Rockets. Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening. And I'll go to George for the last word of the night. And then, George, the belly dollars, that's what I'm going to say to you.
That's it. You're bang on there. Like we just need to start wising up a wee bit. That's what we need to do. Like, but by the way, I believe we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're definitely getting there. Going in the right direction.
Yeah, give us a shout out, George.
Aye, good show tonight again. Good chat. Hopefully, maybe another wee sign in tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Mount Vernon.
Can I just give a shout out to Nacho Novo? Thoughts and prayers are with you, mate. God bless you, mate. I hope you're okay. And can I just give a big shout out to all the NASA Bears who are over in Florida? Hope you have a good time on Friday. God bless the Glasgow Rangers.
Ibrox Loyal.
Can I just go with what Mouse says there as well? Thoughts and prayers with Novo. Hopefully it's well very, very soon. Look to see him at Ibrox again, hopefully in the future as well. And can I just say a big, massive welcome to a true Blue Nose who would walk up the road to get to Rangers, and he's done it, and he's signed for us. Jamie Murphy, take a bow, son. Glasgow man, born and bred, love it.
Can I just say this? Sorry, Nacho Novo's partner the night put a message on her Facebook page saying that she can't believe how good Rangers have been with her. They're never off the phone to her. They've got somebody there where constantly all the time. The hospital's been brilliant with him, and Nacho's sitting up, and it's looking well. Like so, it's good. It's good. I can't assume the Rangers would be doing that anyway, but it's good for them. Can you actually know they're out there doing everything they possibly can for the lassie? Like so. I think it's her and her uncle, it's out there, her and her father's out there with him, so that's good.
Yeah, George, I'm sure we'll hear because it's in the media. It's a shock, really, because Nacho was a young man. Fox, give us a shout out, mate.
I'd like to wish Ibrox Loyal a lot of good wishes for his up and coming wedding, and to everybody else, thanks for listening.
Alright, okay.
I'll be doing the service, lads, if it's any use to end it.
Bridgeman.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Can I just say it? I'd like to echo everybody's shout-outs, and obviously, particularly one about Nacho Novo. Good luck. Get better, good luck. And George's message about Rangers looking after the Nacho's girlfriend, so well done to the club for doing that. But to other Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, every single one of you, please keep it going for the Rangers. Just keep it going because we need it.
Yeah. Can I also send my thoughts and wishes and prayers to Ibrox Loyal's girlfriend? All the best, and hope Nacho Novo gets well soon, and we see Nacho and his boozer back at Ibrox and enjoying watching the Rangers. I hope he gets well soon. Thanks to Ibrox for all the banter tonight. He's been top class. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11. This has been Rangers Radio. And just remember, never forgive and never forget. Take it away, Fox.